We have a hot seat here. It's not really hot. Well, a little. She's going to position that microphone before you start speaking so that there won't be rumbles beneath your question.
Okay. I'm getting very experienced being here. Now
you just make everybody mad when you say that. Are you saying to us that it's something you want and have come to expect?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's sort of what happens, isn't it? When you want something and you have no vibration within you that opposes it, then it's easier for it to manifest now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're done with you. No.
So first off, many thanks to Esther for being the open channel, and thanks to you for all your wonderful guidance.
And all of you, because without you, we'd just be living happily ever after. You're keeping it real.
Yes. So we spoke in Phoenix, and you offered me a lot of good advice.
Did you follow it?
Actually, yes. And it's been a wonderful chain of events. And you also said that this time for me was a time for clarification. And that's why I'm up here, because I want to continue being in this process. That I want to be conscious in the process that I am right now.
Well,
which
it's
is
not
happening.
fun otherwise, is it?
Not at all. Not at all. So, yes, I'm getting it. The old grid can be very relentless, especially the closer that I get to everything that I want.
Because you have patterns of thought that you want to find a way of getting around. Do you think you have to break those patterns? In other words, do you have to stop thinking those resistant thoughts? Do you have to stop thinking them, or do you just want to replace them with thoughts that would serve you better? Because the way you said that old grid can be very, what were the words?
Relentless.
Relentless. Well, it's only relentless because it's active and there's momentum.
Yes.
But you can diffuse that momentum by introducing new thoughts that are more in alignment. It's all about airtime. In other words, if you're beating the drum of something, then the more you beat the drum of it, the more relentless law of attraction is in sort of holding you in that grid pattern. But you can introduce different thoughts, new thoughts, and it's sort of like watering it down.
Yes.
It's not like, I want to clean that up. It's not like you have this pool that you're wanting to dilute. It isn't that way at all. It's that you have a vibrational signal that you've practiced. So when you say the grid is relentless, what you're actually saying is, I've got some thoughts that I've been thinking for a long time.
Yes.
And because I've been thinking them, now they're beliefs. That's all a thought is, and that's all a belief is a thought I keep thinking.
Yes.
So because I believe it, and therefore it stays active in my vibration, I keep attracting evidence to support it.
Yes.
Esther would say, Abraham, it's true. I think I should think about it because it's true. And we say, there are a lot of things that you want that are true, and there are a lot of things that you don't want that are true. Pick the ones you want and make those active in your vibration. So your question is?
One of the things that we talked about seemed to be the focus in Phoenix was the fact that what I've done for a long, long time is this observation, which you've already mentioned about today.
But you
the
see,
self-reflection.
But focus is observation too, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's say, for example, that you say, the grid is relentless. I've got some points of attraction, some habits of thought that aren't serving me. But I can meditate. And when I meditate, I do quiet my mind. So then you meditate and you observe your quieted mind. Now it's shifted a little bit.
Yes.
And after you have meditated and quieted your mind, you've had a smoother transition from place to place, let's say, and you observe the smoother transition from place to place. In other words, observation and focus are the same word.
Yes.
And so a lot of people say, well, I don't have any real control over what I observe because look at this mess around me. And we say, focus above it, focus around it. withdraw your focus from it and focus upon something you prefer. Focus into your past. Focus your mind. Are you a slave to the conditions around you? Most humans are, but they don't need to be, and they don't want to be.
Yes. I don't want to be a slave to the conditions that are around me. As things are coming together in a very, very quick and fast way for me, I find that there are times where I have to wait.
What you mean, wait?
Wait for...
Oh, you mean you're not getting instant manifestations?
Exactly.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
Yes.
That's really a good thing. We thought we covered that before you got here. You don't want instant manifestations. You want an opportunity to mold the clay.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah. I'm finding that out, yes. It's nice. To be honest with you, I don't know if I have any questions.
Well, what happened here, we didn't let you get too specific, and we just stayed in this general place
Sure.
where we're just talking about laws and principles. But here's the answer that we want to give to all of you about whenever you're standing in a place that is uncomfortable or not pleasing you or missing something that you really want.
Yeah.
And the fact of it is, you just can't stand in a place of missing something that you want and let it in at the same time. There are such different frequencies. So you've either got to change the subject or you've got to stop thinking at all. And the new expression that we've been offering recently, and we know we discussed it with you because we always do, is to just go to a more general place. So you want to say things to yourself like, well, things are getting better, or if they're not getting better visibly, I believe that things can get better. And I like knowing what the laws are. And I see evidence all the time of my deliberate application of things. And while I am stubborn about my thoughts, that is a better thing than it is not a good thing, because that means that I have the ability to focus. I'm just going to be a better selective sifter about what I choose to stubbornly focus upon. Esther was thinking the other day, she thinks about it a lot, about Jerry, because he was stubborn. And he'd get hold of a thought, and she would try to dissuade him, but he wasn't dissuadable. And Esther would say, you know, compromise is a part of relationships. And Jerry would say, you'll be all right. And Esther would say, but I really want to give you my input. And what Jerry explained to her then, and he explained it to her again the other day, because she's writing with him most mornings, is when you are clear about what you want, and there are things around you that are different than what you want, or even others who want differently than what you want, when you work really hard in that compromising attitude to understand them or to yield to them, sure, even, while it seems nice in a talk show like setting,
yeah,
it waters down your own vibration. And since your own vibration is your own point of attraction and is the only thing that matters, now we're not saying right over the top of others, because that's not what's in your vortex either. But we are saying that when you feel inclined to involve a lot of others in helping you to make decisions about things, that you do water down your own vibration. And it's better to just stubbornly, as best you can, hold to what you want and step back into that most general place as you can about the overall well-being that you're looking for. And what you begin to notice is not that you please them, because you won't at first. But what will happen is you'll stand in a place of your own power, where then everything that you're wanting can begin to come, which will please everyone who's around you. In other words, when you are the attractor of what's in your vortex, everyone in your world benefits, you see. But so many people are compromising their relationship with their own vortex by wanting to include too many others in the vibration process. Is this making sense to you? So, you want to talk about something specific?
Yeah, I feel that I do that. I feel that I'm always obligated to apologize. And it doesn't
And
feel...
why is that? Let's get there, because this is really good. Why is that? I'm apologizing to you because what I want is this and what you want is that. And so I'm apologizing to you that I'm not getting what I want through the way that you want it.
Yes.
And then you want to add to that. But I want to withdraw my apology because I've discovered that by not focusing too much on anything that opposes my clarity, my alignment, then I stand in this place of power and everyone in my world benefits by my point of attraction. You see, that's what true leadership is. That's why politics is such a terrible mess.
Yeah.
No one's standing by their resolve. You see.
Yeah.
What do you think? 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 And then until all of your alignment is just zapped out of you, and then you just bang around blaming each other for how dysfunctional you are. Where if any one of you would just stand in clarity about what you want and go as general as you can until you find complete alignment with what you want and allow your own grid to fill in, what you will begin to discover is you create your own reality, but you are the center of the universe. And as you offer a vibration that is consistent, and for those who are looking on, it looks uncaring. It looks selfish.
Yeah.
It looks like if you would just take the time to understand. And we're not saying that you don't want to collect data and that you don't want to know what other people want. But we are saying you cannot consider what everyone wants and hold your vibration in alignment with what you want. And the most important part of this is your desire for their upliftment is already in your vortex.
Yeah.
You're not trying to create your own reality on the backs of others. They're all part of the magnificent upliftment that you're a part of, you see.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, I've noticed that, and this is why I'm consistently now in the Chable, because I'm supposed to be here on stage. And I notice that I'm always, based on what we just talked about, I keep staying in the audience rather than just be who I am. I'm awesome.
Well,
I know I have a lot of light, and I'm very, very proud.
We agree with all of that, but we want to soften something you said, and maybe you meant this, but if you didn't, we mean this.
Sure.
That it doesn't matter if you are on a platform or in an audience. It doesn't matter where you stand. You are still the center of your universe.
Yes.
And if you understood the awareness and the applause and the assistance that is flowing to you at all times, you wouldn't be trying to garner it through the approval of those who are surrounding you, because that's what's watering down your vibration and keeping you from being a match to who you really are and what you really want.
Okay.
Esther said one day, I'm trying so hard to please everybody, I'm not pleasing anybody.
Yeah.
Because it just becomes chaotic.
Yeah.
There's no possible way to please everybody in every situation. And the effort to do that is weak-minded. The effort to do that is disingenuous to them. The effort to do that is assuming they don't create their own reality, or that they're not good at what they do, you see. When everybody has the power to shore up their grid and stand there in alignment with all of the details that they've put into their vortex. And is there anything in the world more delightful than, as an uplifter and a teacher like you are, to stand in recognition of the power of those you love? Their power, not yours. Not your power to create in their reality. Their power to create in their own reality. And your power to stay out of their way, and your power to keep them out of your way.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you very much, Abraham.
Lots going on in here. You are a frisky group. Forward one. Forward one. Stand if you think it's you. You are the one.